man's fantasy became reality. In a form never seen before, a giant cooking arena, a kitchen stadium. The motivation for spending his fortune to create Kitchen Stadium was to encounter new original cuisines, which could be called true artistic creations. To realize his dream, he first secretly started selecting the top chefs of various styles of cooking. And he named his men the Iron Chefs, the invincible men of culinary skills. Iron Chef Japanese is Masaharu Morimoto. Iron Chef French is Hiroyuki Sakai. Iron Chef Chinese is Chen Kenichi. And Masahiko Kobe is Iron Chef Italian. The Kitchen Stadium is the arena where Iron Chefs await the challenges of master chefs from around the world. Both the Iron Chef and Challenger have 1 hour to tackle the theme ingredient of the day, using all their senses, skills, creativity. They're to prepare artistic dishes never tasted before. And if ever a challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever. But this man has even bigger dreams. Yes, he is on a quest to see and experience more from around the world. In Paris. In Beijing. In Hong Kong and other exotic locales. Kitchen Stadium is the arena where you will meet the master chefs from around the world and their artistic creations. What inspiration will today's challenger bring, and how will the Iron Chef fight back? The heat will be on!
If memory serves me right, the 1970s were turbulent years. Not even Italian cuisine was immune to dramatic changes with the pasta revolution. It was one chef in Florence, Annie Fioldo, who set off culinary fireworks that changed Italian cuisine. Fioldo, a chef at the famous Enoteca Pinchiori, was a rising star in the Italian cooking world. At Pinchiori, she came into her own, bringing the classic staple of pasta to new and triumphant heights, sometimes even adding French techniques. She was heralded as Fioldo the Perfectionist. Around the same time, in northern Italy, another chef was breathing new life into Italian cooking. His name? Angelo Paracucci. Here is a man who admitted no limits to the potential of pasta, creating literally hundreds of glorious pasta dishes. Pasta al nero di sepia, squid ink pasta, is but one of his many sublime creations. Italians applauded him, Paracucci, the innovator. Today, we have one of the master's own star pupils. Today's challenger, the prized student of Italy's own Pastro Maestro, a genius of Italian cooking in his own right, from Il Pinolo in Tokyo, Chef Mario Frittoli. Mario became Paracucci's apprentice when he was just a boy of 14. He perfected his craft in some of the most famous kitchens and competitions in the world. At age 27, he came to Japan, and in the swanky environs of Tokyo's Azabu district, he opened Il Pinolo. He quickly shot to fame. With 8 restaurants here, he has undoubtedly become the very definition of Italian cuisine in Japan. While Mario remains true to his Paracucci roots, he has refined his master's genius, creating startling and splendid new concoctions. Of course, today, he must go head-to-head against the Iron Chef of the Pinchiori School, Masahiko Kobe. Mario, use my kitchen stadium to ignite yet another pasta revolution at the turn of the millennium.
I'll go against the man from Pinchiori.
Welcome to the kitchen stadium. In the 70s, one man changed the concept of pasta. Angelo Paracucci, king of pasta. Today's challenger is his prize apprentice. Now let's bring on from Tokyo's Il Pinolo, Mario Frittoli.
The young genius, already a star at 31, started out under Angelo Paracucci, the king of pasta, at 14. He'll show us today what that degree means. Italian chefs everywhere wait to see what he's learned from the king.
Thank you for coming. Will you report on your performance today to your mentor, Paracucci?
Yes, of course.
Confident of winning?
Definitely.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And now, it is time to call up our own master of Italian cuisine, trained at Enoteca Pinchiori. I summon the Italian Iron Chef!
Iron Chef Italian Masahiko Kobe has picked up momentum from his recent battles. He's also won legions of new fans. Trained at Enoteca Pinchiori, he battles a chef trained by Paracucci, Pinchiori's longtime foe. We could be witnessing the beginning of a new rivalry between these two.
Two young and eager virtuosos of Italian cuisine. For these men, I have chosen a green vegetable that symbolizes spring in Italy. Both Paracucci and Enoteca have signature recipes using this. We unveil the ingredient. Today's theme is broccoli.
The kitchen is ready. A battle between Mario Frittoli, the genius trained by the king of pasta, and Iron Chef Italian Masahiko Kobe. From rival schools of cooking in Italian cuisine, they're sure to put their best foot forward. Oh, wow, and speaking of feet, look at Kobe sprint for the crate of broccoli. Wow, that was about 4.2 seconds.
Was it?
And with speed like that, he could cover wide receivers, or at least win the broccoli dash. You ever seen him move out of the gate that quickly?
No. Is there a special kind of broccoli today he had to have?
Isn't broccoli broccoli?
Yeah.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Reporting from the dash you just saw, it's possible that the Iron Chef figured that if he didn't win anything else, at least he would be first to grab the
sounds like
ingredients.
I'm going
Back to
to
you.
lose.
All right, he's quick and he's
Give me a
relaxed.
break.
And now we know he's got some wheels, too. And today, the challenger, a man trained by the king of pasta,
Yes.
Angelo Paracucci, the teacher, Mario Frittoli, the student, still a youthful 31. The theme today, broccoli.
You know, broccoli's been getting a lot of attention in the health field. Some studies indicate it contains indolic substances, and it may help prevent cancer.
I wasn't aware of that. It's good to know. We've got a healthy theme ingredient today, and I imagine our two guests will also appreciate that. Next to me, baseball commentator, former star pitcher, Yutaka Inatsu.
Hi, nice to be here.
Last time you were here, it was the crab battle with the French Iron Chef.
Yes.
This time, broccoli. Bigger than a baseball, but I guess you could still get one across the plate. Just no fastballs, okay?
Gotcha.
And also today, actress Chizuru Azuma. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, pleased to be here.
You saw the ostrich battle when the Iron Chef's Japanese was Nakamoto-san about 2 years ago.
That long ago?
Yeah, so it means today's your first look at Iron
Yes,
Chef
that's
Italian
right.
Masahiko Kobe.
Yes, that's right.
Well, we're glad you could join us.
It's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
And of course, we have our food commentator, the top man in the business, Yukio Hattori.
Hello, always a pleasure.
Ah, this is the stem of the broccoli.
The Iron Chef's side.
I love the stem.
Isn't it a bit bitter?
No, it's like a cabbage stem, actually.
Both are in the same family of vegetables. Broccoli actually belongs to the cabbage family.
We are family. Okay, on the challenger's side.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
About the contents in the challenger's bowl, he's made a kind of paste using squid ink and lemon juice.
Okay, and I see his squid ink paste is a prepared product, and he's put that into the eggs.
Into eggs.
All right. Paste and lemon juice, but there's still a lot of squid ink paste in there.
He's going to mix this into flour.
Which means?
Pasta, of course.
Okay, pasta.
Angelo Paracucci was the very first chef ever to do this, which makes him the inventor of squid ink pasta.
Okay, a real trailblazer.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Right at this moment as we speak, the Iron Chef is placing sliced broccoli smothered with granulated sugar into his oven.
What's this all about?
Dessert? Perhaps a dessert which he's working on in advance.
So the Iron Chef is using broccoli to make a dessert.
And there you go, the Iron Chef is also starting to work on pasta.
No surprise, he is called the Prince of Pasta.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
I just asked the challenger for his views on the Iron Chef's restaurant, Enoteca. And he said that all of my Italian friends say the same thing. My place, Paracucci, is the heart and soul of Italian cuisine, while Enoteca is almost a French restaurant that just happens to use pasta.
Wow, provocative words from the challenger. A battle between the Enoteca Pinchioti and Paracucci schools of Italian cuisine. Sort of like a long-running family feud happening here.
Right.
Two distinct styles on display. Amateur Italian chefs, go get your notebooks.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
When the Iron Chef heard Mario's comments about Enoteca's dishes being too French, he's just had one thing to say. He said, well, he could try and work at my restaurant, but I don't think he could make it in French or Italian.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, this is going
No,
too far.
this is starting to get personal between these two. They want a rivalry. All right, let's turn to one of our guests. Anata-san, do you like broccoli?
Honestly, I don't like veggies so much.
That's so.
Yeah, since I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay, and we see now the Iron Chef has put some vegetables, just what you like, Anatsu, into the pressure
Fukui-san?
cooker. Yes.
I asked the challenger Mario, what makes Paracucci's squid ink pasta different from all the rest? What makes it so special? And he said it's the lemon. The lemon juice gives it a nice aroma and even gives it that appetizingly perfect color.
All right.
My, it almost looks like black textile.
Yeah.
Right, some fabric dyed black. We'll just have to wait and see how he cuts and uses this black textile.
Fukui-san,
Take it.
earlier I asked the Iron Chef what tactics he was going to use today, and he said I'm called the Prince of Pasta, so I'm going to create all pasta dishes, right? Wrong. The challenger could do something like that, so I'm going to show him something new. Back to you.
All right, more bold talk. And now we see him packing pieces of broccoli at the bottom of these containers. He'll put something on top?
Oh, and Fukui-san.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt again. I'm told that this broccoli has been boiled.
Okay, we got that. 15 minutes gone. And on the challenger's side, he'll put something on top?
Oh, and Fukui-san.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt again. I'm told that this broccoli has been boiled.
Okay, we got that. 15 minutes gone. And on the challenger's side,
Fukui-san?
Yes.
In the blender, the challenger has boiled broccoli, egg yolks, salt, pepper, cream, milk, and vanilla beans.
Whoa, vanilla beans?
affirmative. Or a dessert.
Oh, I can't imagine
That's
it.
one
The ice cream
possibility.
by any chance.
Ice cream sounds good.
That would be great.
And what's the Iron Chef got here?
Crab meat.
Crab
It's a
meat
terrine.
on top
It
of
is a
broccoli
terrine.
and sea urchin, right?
Fukui-san?
Yes.
We have another delicacy underneath that crab meat, dried mullet roe.
Okay, I stand corrected. We have broccoli, dried mullet roe, crab meat, and sea urchin on top so far. Quite a terrine extravaganza, it should be
about
called.
that.
Oh, it's amazingly luxurious.
And expensive, no doubt.
Yeah.
Look at that. The challenger, he's making broccoli ice cream. How about that?
Whoa. So if it is ice cream, you can eat your greens.
With
Right.
pleasure.
Fukui-san!
Yes.
I just asked the Iron Chef whether the supporters of the Challenger were too loud for him, and he said yes, they're loud, but what really breaks my concentration is the beautiful lady on the front row. What? That's Mario's wife? That does it. He can't have the best of everything. I'm winning this battle.
He's even got time for checking out women.
A lovely young lady. We hear she used to be a model.
Right, I've seen her face somewhere.
Good going, Mario. You did okay.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Kumi Fritoli says she's relieved to see that her husband is relaxed because he often gets tense, and she says that she can only sit here and cheer for him, but please tell him that I love him if you could.
All right.
I can't believe she said that.
Did you hear that? I don't believe it, he said. Folks, this guy is still cool, still aware, not flustered at all to hear what's going on around him. And then to come back with a snappy line.
What a nice couple. I'm totally jealous.
All right, well, we'll check in on the lovebirds later,
I
okay?
don't say that very often either.
For now, this one from the Iron Chef, what does it contain? Some jelly?
Gelatine in this.
And what do you think the stock is made
On
of?
the val, stock from veal.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
I asked the Iron Chef Kobe which of the pastas he likes, enotekas or parakukis, and he said, well, if I were to compare them to flowers, enotekas would be a large fancy rose, while parakukis is a fragrant violet found in a field, and I can't really say which is better.
Some nice words there. Quite poetic, don't you think? Mm-hmm. And now we're hearing some pounding from the challenger. What's going on here?
Yes, he is pounding veal meat.
What do you think, Hattori? Will he wrap something in this?
Yeah, I think so, that's it. It wouldn't mean much just to grill or fry this by itself.
So he'll likely wrap the theme ingredient broccoli in the pounded veal?
And he could wrap it with seafood, too. You can question the combination, but that's one way to go.
Okay.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
I asked the Iron Chef if he's a little nervous today, and he said that he's not really nervous, but I just can't lose to a chef of a rival restaurant. Plus, Morimoto-san, the new Iron Chef Japanese, is watching me, and there's something about him that makes me tense. Maybe we're a lot alike,
Oh, there
so
he
I
is.
just can't lose.
And there's a shot of Morimoto. Yes, both of them have a lot in common. And they both do it their way. Tell you what, we've got some young talent in our stable of
Right.
Iron Chefs.
Right.
Are these dried tomatoes?
Yes, those are sun-dried tomatoes along with some other things. A mix of bacon and eggs, together with cauliflower, broccoli, all mixed together, rolled into
Yes,
cabbage.
cauliflower. From the same family, too. They're relatives.
Which came first, broccoli or
Well,
cauliflower?
broccoli came first and then cauliflower.
Oh, this looks good too. And it's all vegetables. I love that.
Right. But I wonder what the base flavor is.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
What the challenger is frying in his pan is a little pancetta, oil, garlic, and crushed broccoli flowers.
Huh. Using all parts of the plant.
The smell of olive oil and garlic sure is Italian.
Yeah, it is.
Really, what's the appetite?
And over
Fukui-san?
on the Iron Chef side, yes.
It's the stem.
In this pot, the Iron Chef has limoncello, honey, and the main ingredient, broccoli. Back to you.
All right.
It sort of looks like Chinese winter
And
melon.
he's stewing it, meaning this is dessert.
Yes, but he smothered sugar on the broccoli in the oven. I thought that was a dolce or dessert. Now this is another one? I'm sorry, what's going on here? Is he making two?
Well, it could be that he is going to put them together at the end as a fruit salad.
Okay. Whoa, what's going on
Somebody's
here?
banging on the oven door.
What's happening?
No fire. The oven's down.
The oven's down.
Wow.
Yeah, the oven is down.
That's a surprise.
Well, we have a
What are they
backup,
going
but
to
it's in the
do?
back of the kitchen.
Look, the challenger is wrapping.
I see. He's wrapping it.
What is this? What's in there? He's got some broccoli. I can make that out. And something red?
Pancetta.
Italian bacon.
I'm sure he'll grill this or fry this.
30 minutes have elapsed.
All right, we've reached the halfway point. 30 minutes left in this Italian standoff as the Iron Chef works his pasta in this battle of broccoli. We're back and through the pasta press. We'll see what our Prince of Pasta, Masahiko Kobe, does with this, what kind of shape he makes it into. Again, he was trained at one of the top restaurants in Italy, Enoteca Pinchiori. Our
And,
Iron Chef Italian.
Look at the challenger.
And what's he got here? This is a netting, it looks like, of fat.
He'll
Yes,
probably
it's
grill
fat,
it.
All right.
Well, as you know, veal doesn't have much fat on it, so you have to add some before grilling.
Okay, and Atsu-san, there you go. This one's for you.
Yeah, it looks great.
Fukui-san?
Yes?
I asked the challenger what he thinks about the Iron Chef, who is Japanese, but who trained himself at Enoteca, and he said, honestly, no matter who makes it, good Italian food speaks to the soul of the Italian people, and I will see for myself how much he understands Italians. And just for your information, I've been Italian for 32 years.
Oh, Mamma Mia, in your face. We got some trash talk here in the kitchen stadium. Take that, Iron Chef.
Oh, look, the Iron Chef is...
Well, he's put broccoli flowers in between the
broccoli
sheets of
flowers.
pasta.
Sort of a broccoli flowers pasta sandwich?
Yes, that's right. You can even make out the color, the green color from the outside.
Ooh, it's really pretty. Yeah.
Yes, you can pick that up.
It's flower buds of the broccoli.
Sandwiched into the pasta.
And here the stuffed veal is being fried.
Yes, over on the challenger side, Mario frying the veal. It's got broccoli wrapped inside.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
This is a situation that could have been a disaster. Mario heard that the Iron Chef's oven had broken down. He felt sorry for him, and in a gesture of goodwill said, no problem, he's welcome to use my oven.
Well, how about that? There's some good sportsmanship. Good to hear.
And Fukui-san?
Yes.
Excuse the interruption, but if you remember, the Iron Chef had wrapped some things in cabbage, and along with celery, carrots, sage, and some other things are all now in this pot you see here.
Okay, thank you, Ota.
Well, this is simple enough. It's rolled cabbage.
You call that simple?
Azuma-san, any comment, veggie-wise?
I'm looking forward to this one because it's not meat inside. It's vegetables wrapped in a vegetable.
All greens in a green.
Exactly. It must be really good.
Okay, and
Fukui-san?
this is on the challenger side. Yes, Ota.
What you're seeing inside these containers is flatfish, Dover sole, and salmon.
Well, perhaps to combine them.
Okay, a millefew of fish then? Oh my. I hear something. Yes, oven's down, but the flames on the stove are up, and
Uh-oh.
he's having a hard time dousing it too.
Ooh, he
Hey,
can't put it
the
out.
heat is on.
Right.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
In this impressively pyrotechnic flaming frying pan, he has clams, garlic, and olive oil.
Clams afire for a moment looked like my barbecue.
Oh, and Fukui-san,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt again, but there's another tense moment here. You know that Iron Chef is borrowing the challenger's oven, right? Well,
Right.
now Mario needs to use it too. Time is of the essence, but he has to wait until Kobe's dish is done.
Well, that's life. These things happen. Don't know yet why that one oven went down. At any rate, both chefs are having to share one oven. Mario, you're going to have to just deal with it.
Oh, look at the Iron Chef. He's making ravioli.
Yes, they're so pretty.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Here on the Iron Chef side, this bowl contains 2 sauces using different parts of the lobster, boiled broccoli, and minced lobster. And he's planning to use this mixture as a
Lobster,
topping.
That's it. Yes,
All right.
he's using the innards of the lobster.
So that's what he has in this very appetizing ravioli in progress, combined with broccoli. And as you recall, broccoli is woven into the
Looking
pasta
good.
as well.
Lobster ravioli is one of the famous specialties of Enoteca Pinchiori.
All right, we've got a Pinchiori specialty. Great.
Both men are trying to use their pasta
20
dishes to
minutes to
speak for the
go.
school of cooking they come from.
Why not? And from the challenger here, a dish of broccoli, salmon, and flatfish.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Sandwiched between the salmon and flatfish in these molds is a mixture of minced cod, boiled broccoli, and fresh cream.
All right, Ota, filling us in on that. And now over to the Iron Chef. He's brushing a flat
I
sheet.
think he has chosen to use this as a plate of some sort to put something on it.
So this pasta here will be doing double duty in effect.
That's right. What we saw earlier, that will be floated in a soup. And this one will be used as a plate for serving something.
Look at it.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
On the challenger side, we overheard him say that he's preparing charcoal.
Oh,
Charcoal for cooking broccoli.
Wow, that's a first for me.
Cued broccoli. Well, Inatsu-san, it looks a little like your average Japanese-style pub, yakiniku.
Will grilling on charcoal make it taste good?
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah? Well, I'm not sure, though.
But it'll cook from the inside.
We're more used to grilling meat on it.
I'd guess you'll have a kind of sauce for that, Hattori?
Yeah, like lemon, I guess.
Okay, and now the Iron Chef.
The Iron Chef has put his ravioli in the oven. The top part will get really crispy.
Okay, and the Iron Chef is using the top rack, Mario the bottom rack
It's
of the
been
oven.
really dramatic today with the broken down oven, and the challenger kindly letting the Iron Chef use it.
Okay, ravioli into the simmering
15
pot by the
minutes to
Iron
go.
Chef, and 15 minutes to go. We're getting closer to being
This is an
done.
unusual scene. Look, a close-up of a tomato with the ravioli.
And that's the raw pasta, strips of it being put into the basket.
Fukuisan?
Yes.
As far as the squid ink pasta is concerned, we heard that he's going to boil and serve it fresh at the table as is, so this dish is basically finished.
Pasta al dente, uncooked now to be
It
prepared
looks
on the
like
spot.
salted seaweed.
Yeah, it
That's
does, doesn't it?
service. If he cooked it now, it wouldn't taste as good as it would prepared right on the spot. Al dente, and that should hit the spot of our tasting panel to be boiled just
Right.
before serving.
Fukuisan?
Yes.
The green sauce you see here on the Iron Chef side contains olive oil, onions, broccoli stems, soup stock, and gelatin. And he fried the broccoli before mixing it with the other ingredients and seasonings.
Okie doke. Now,
This is the sauce which he's going to use with
Oh,
ravioli.
and Fukuisan?
yes.
Hey, excuse me, but I asked the Iron Chef
Oh, it's in.
what he was going to make with so little time left, and he said, I might look like I'm running out of time, but I'm working at a good pace, and everything is coming together. Don't panic, he said. Back to you.
All right, he says he's under control. We'll take him at his word.
Olive oil.
And truffles in it with olive oil. That dish appears. What do we have here?
is
What's this?
so
The ice cream?
This could be.
The ice
Could
cream.
be a bit bitter. You know, a strong vegetable smell.
Wonder how the judges will think about this one. And now the Iron Chef's terrine, my.
Ooh.
The broccoli terrine
There we
looks like a delectable delight. Inside sea urchin, crab meat, caviar, and dried mullet roe. It's got it all.
Yeah, that's right.
And looking at the challenger's side.
Fukuisan?
Yes.
Once again, here are those unique sandwiches, if you can call them that, on the challenger side. Between slices of salmon and flatfish are a mixture of ground codfish, boiled broccoli, and cream.
All right, well, that's a very
5
healthy
minutes
looking
to go.
dish, too. 5 minutes left now, and the Iron Chef is applying some finishing touches, working on presentation here on this dish, and so is the challenger. Salad here? Is this a lobster
Sure,
tail?
looks like it.
Fukuisan?
Yes.
The contents of this glass bowl and what the challenger is so generously topping on the lobster tail is more lobster, broccoli, tomato, salt, and pepper, and olive oil.
Quite a luxurious salad with the lobster. Now, back to the Iron Chef, and here's a close-up of his rolled cabbage.
Yes, it is.
Cauliflower in it, too.
Right, and dried tomatoes.
So this is an all-veggie dish? No meat or fish?
No, none. All vegetables. No meat.
It's the stock only. Soup taken from some cut-off meat, right? Yeah.
All right. And on each side now, both men scrambling toward the finish to get the presentation just right. Look at this.
This is
It is
artistic.
wonderful. Hey,
Nice cream
You
on
can still
top.
Let's
see the
start
little
with
flowers
dessert.
of broccoli in it.
Yeah, and oh, look at him playing around with the gold
This brings
foil.
back memories.
I think I saw this somewhere.
yeah, and also remember Japanese Iron Chef Nakamoto used to do this, let his hair down a little bit. You gotta have fun in the kitchen
Right.
stadium any way you can
Right.
do it.
The Iron Chef is now adding the finishing touches to the fruit salad with broccoli stems stewed with wine and honey. I think he's going to add the sugar smothered broccoli on top of this as well. At the end, I believe.
1
Okay,
minute to
and
go.
there, 1 minute left, the final 60
Now the
seconds.
stuffed veal is done.
It's been a hot and heavy broccoli battle with two young, impressive Italian chefs, both eager to make their mark, coming down the final stretch. Any way you slice it, we've got two rivalries at play here. One, a budding personal rivalry between these two. The other, the long rivalry between the schools of Parakuki and
30
Pinkiori.
seconds to
30
go.
seconds left now. And Mario Frittoli's entourage getting vocal, urging him on from the royal box. And the sweat-soaked hair drooping onto his forehead. Evidence of the workout he's been through over the last 60 minutes. 15 seconds, and the Iron Chef now. Is he on time?
10 seconds.
Is he going to make it? 10 seconds left. You'll have to put that down. What's he saying here?
5
They're done.
seconds.
Final checks now. They're out of the way. And that's it. The cooking's done. The broccoli battle is over.
How was it with your wife and everyone watching?
It was very tough, really tough. This is not my kitchen, so I'm not familiar with it. I couldn't move around efficiently, but I did do my best.
I see. And what about the flavor of the food?
Good, of course.
Yes?
Yeah.
So you're confident?
Yes, of course.
All right.
80% chance.
Thanks. Your impressions?
Well, I was going against a man from Parakuki, so I did my best to save the name of Pinkioli.
Uh-huh.
80%.
And you talked about saving face for your restaurant. Were you able to do that?
Oh, I did my best, so I guess I was able to.
Okay, thanks. And good luck to both of you.
Challenger Mario Fritoli from the School of Parakuki has 5 dishes. First, 2 broccoli hors d'oeuvres. The cheese in the fried hors d'oeuvre heightens the sweetness of broccoli. The marinated seafood item takes advantage of the broccoli's texture. Pasta al nero di sepia, squid ink pasta, an invention of his master. It'll be prepared al dente just before serving. We'll see how well this pasta goes with broccoli. Third, broccoli sandwiched between salmon and flatfish. The aroma of the broccoli accentuates the dish, tying the ingredients together. Fourth, broccoli wrapped in fried veal. 2 flavors dance together on the plate, char-broiled broccoli and the sauté with pancetta, creating a perfect union with the subtle flavored veal. The sauce with truffles couldn't be any better. Last, broccoli ice cream. The sauce and honey tie this seemingly unusual combination together. Now the creations of Masahiko Kobe, trained at Enoteca Pinkiori, also with 5 dishes. First, broccoli and seafood milfew. The texture of the broccoli stem is key. The sour flavor of the tomatoes adds an accent. Second, broccoli arrabbiata, a bold use of broccoli with a hot and spicy tomato sauce. The pasta with broccoli flowers is also used as a plate. It comes with mustard and mayonnaise sauce. Broccoli and lobster ravioli speaks for the coming of spring. The sweetness of the soft broccoli reveals perfect preparation. Fourth, broccoli and rolled cabbage, a masterpiece of harmony among a variety of vegetables. Tomatoes add a pleasing touch of sourness. Last is broccoli macedonia. The broccoli is the main ingredient in this, tying all the other players together in this delightful dessert. And now the moment of truth, taste, and judgment. On the panel today are Lower House member Shinichiro Kurimoto, actress Chizuru Azuma, baseball commentator Yutaka Enatsu, and food critic Asako Kishi. First, the dishes from the challenger.
Honestly, broccoli is usually not a main course item. It was difficult to use it in that way. The fried one is like tempura, but Italian in style, of course.
How do you like the fried broccoli?
I like it a lot. The crispy coating, the batter, matches very well with the texture of the broccoli.
The saltiness is just right. It's good. It's perfectly done and lets me enjoy the sweetness of the broccoli. I can't stop.
The challenger's squid ink pasta is prepared before the panel. This dish will let us know how well he learned the lessons from his master 15 years ago.
It's not particularly stimulating, but I can't stop. The pasta has just the right kind of chewiness, too.
Both the flour and the stem of the broccoli have a nice texture to them, a perfect balance. I would say this is very delicious.
Okay, how should I say this? I feel a breeze of nice aroma traveling into my body through my mouth.
You see, he chopped up the squid into small pieces. The squid gives way to the broccoli, the main ingredient of this dish.
To me, this has a little too much of a vegetable smell, and the fishy smell of the flatfish. I know those are part of his intention, but if you ask me, I wish he had gotten rid of those smells.
This is not something for everyone. If you like this kind of smell, this is what you want. But if you dislike the smell of grains, this is not something you'd go for.
Anatsu-san, can you handle this?
This is good.
Oh, really? Okay.
Good. It tastes totally different when charbroiled.
All right!
I like both of them. The one inside the veal, broccoli prepared with bacon, is great. It's nice and warm.
This is truly an Italian-style dessert. If you ask me, I wouldn't need all the other items around this. Just the ice cream would make me happy. That's how much I like this.
Today, vegetables were the main ingredient of all the dishes, and they were even on completely equal terms with the meat and the fish. Really good.
Now it's the Iron Chef's turn to present his dishes.
The shredded broccoli stems on top are fresh, uncooked.
I would have liked a little more, a little more of the gelatin around all of these ingredients, I think.
It has many new combinations in this. Mullet roe and broccoli, sea urchin and broccoli. I enjoyed the combinations.
The Iron Chef himself serves the broccoli arrabbiata in the made-of-pasta plate.
The hot and spicy sauce is just right. It's perfect.
Good stuff.
Yes.
The blend of the flowers and stems is really quite nice and very eloquent.
And the broccoli and pasta, what would you call this?
Toasted pasta.
Oh, yes. This is crispy and delicious.
This is a specialty of Pinchioli in Italy, lobster ravioli in broccoli cream sauce. The actual item has a smaller ravioli.
The sauce is not so heavy.
Yes, it is smooth, yet it has layers of flavor with it.
He was so skilled in heating the broccoli. It is so smooth. No trace of the original smell of the broccoli. It's sweet and soft.
Broccoli and cauliflower belong to the same family. I chose to stew them together.
So delicious.
To look at it, this is really a bold dish, and yet the taste is so delicate. I find it hard to believe this is done in just 1 hour.
The broccoli is like a sponge, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it soaks up other flavors.
It's like a Japanese-style stew with daikon radish in it. It's just like that.
This is not so sweet, almost like an old-fashioned sweet potato paste. The other ingredients are very sweet, yet they leave room for the broccoli to speak up from within.
This is completely new. Guess I'll have to live longer.
The Iron Chef offered a wide variety of tastes, flavors, and textures of broccoli. Uncooked, bits of fiber left in them, cooked soft and sweet. I thought I might have to force myself to get through all the dishes, but I had no problem. I enjoyed them all.
We await the verdict. Which chef will get to lead the pasta revolution?
Frittoli, 31 years old. Kobe, 28. Two young chefs sending shockwaves through the world of Italian cuisine. With these two men leading the charge, I believe the pasta revolution will continue to unfurl. Now, the verdict.
Today, a young, vigorous, and talented Italian chef met the challenge. In Italy, his master's restaurant, Paracucchi, is ranked second only to Enoteca Pinchiori by a razor-thin margin of half a point. This battle may be as close. Is it the young pride of Italy or the Iron Chef in the broccoli battle? The verdict is...
Iron Chef Masahiko Kobe!
Masahiko Kobe, the Iron Chef, climbs the summit, winning the Italian cuisine battle. It's got to be one of his biggest moments ever. And now he can report back to Enoteca Pinchiori, yes, I won. I preserved our honor. And the tension gives way to relief and smiles on his face. Okay, a look at the scoring. It was close. Korimoto, 1816 Iron Chef. Azuma, 1918 Iron Chef. Enatsu, 1816 the challenger. And Kishi, 1817 Iron Chef. 3-1, Kobe comes out the winner in this tight duel. They're celebrating back in Italy. They can be proud. Yes, their man is the Iron Chef.